Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in for our June installment. We've got 5 great companies coming at you today. For those of you just joining into the session, do keep in mind that this presentation may contain forward-looking information. There can be no assurance that forward-looking information will prove to be accurate, as actual results in future events could differ materially from those anticipated in such statements. Accordingly, viewers should not place undue reliance on forward-looking information. I'd like to now turn things over to Adam Rice to tell us a little bit about Asset Direct, which is a financial services marketplace bringing banking to the globally unbanked. So Adam, over to you.
Okay, cool. So my name is Adam Rice. I'm founder and CEO of Asset Direct. We are a London, Ontario-based company founded in 2015, currently employing 18 people. Today, we power Canada's largest personal loan marketplace, where we've connected hundreds of thousands of people with financial product providers across the country. Asset Direct is essentially building the largest network of financial products that's ever existed, creating a massive marketplace with products from financial service providers in multiple countries around the world. Our newest product, Credit Links, allows anyone to launch a business selling financial products and services. Agents drive traffic to our marketplace. We convert that traffic through our global network of financial service providers, generating commission for the agent. We also allow these agents to build a book of business with us over time. As we sell that book more products, the agent nets more commission ongoing. We're unlike any other financial product platform out there. Direct-to-consumer financial product platforms, many, like Credit Karma, reaching multi-billion-dollar valuations, spend large sums of money on marketing for customer acquisition. Through our global agent network, we get the customer referred for free and revenue share on products sold. This allows us to build an extremely valuable database of financial customers at a fraction of the cost of the traditional marketplace, while also reaching astonishing heights in the valuation. Furthermore, our partner network is unlike anything in the market. Once an agent refers someone into the ecosystem, we take over, but any other product we sell that individual generates commission to the agent. It doesn't matter if it's now or 10 years from now. Essentially, the agent's book gets bigger and bigger and generates more and more commissions over time. Problem: over 70% of the world's population is underbanked. And this is essentially a $1 trillion global opportunity that continues to grow rapidly as more and more of the developing world comes online. Now, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Manmeet. Meet Manmeet. Manmeet lives in India, where he runs a shop. He sells things like chocolate bars, cigarettes, Pepsi. And Manmeet sells about $80 worth of product a day and only makes about $15 take home. We're turning people like Manmeet into agents where they can build a business selling financial products and services, enabling Manmeet to maximize his earning potential, changing the lives of his children, as well as the lives of people in his local community. Manmeet displays a Credit Links QR code at his shop, and the customer scans the QR and is presented with financial product offers. After approval, the funds are delivered directly to customers' digital wallet, digital gift card, or onto a Credit Links branded credit card that the underbanked can now use as a bank account. Manmeet makes a profit from the loan and any other financial products sold to that individual ongoing. Like an insurance agent, Manmeet builds his book of business over time. As he refers more and more people, his book gets larger, generating more and more commission ongoing. Through Credit Links, we're essentially building a network of hundreds of thousands of Manmeets globally, allowing people to build a business selling financial products in North America, Asia, Europe, or really anywhere else in the world. Manmeet and people like him are interesting to us as we're able to reach astonishing scale by growing your agent network extremely fast. So in order to access shop owners like Manmeet at scale, we partnered with companies that service storefronts, such as phone card distributors, wholesale grocery suppliers, and merchant terminal providers. These companies service distribution networks of tens of thousands of shops, meaning through one relationship, we can enable tens of thousands of Manmeets. This helps us build a massive network of hundreds of thousands of agents globally. We truly focus on making Manmeet's life better while also affecting change on the world and using local relationships to move millions of people from unbanked to banked. Helping the world while also generating millions in commission in the process. Our journey. We currently have over 500,000 active users across our platforms. We've already done over 5 million USD in revenue and are currently generating over 35,000 USD per week in sales. This revenue has generated through over 7,000 applications taking place on the platform per week. In 2021, we were voted the best personal loan platform by Greedy Rates, a world-leading financial product platform. We're also a finalist for the Startup World Cup in Asia, and our world-leading platform has received over 150 customer reviews with an average ranking of 9.7 out of 10. We're currently looking to raise 2.5 million US, and I'm proud to say that over 1 million USD has already been committed, with over 500K USD committed and now oversubscribed through our FrontFundr campaign. For peace of mind, we've also had some well-known global VCs invested. And now I'll leave you with a few photos. Here's our QR setup at a number of storefronts across India. You'll see that there's a stand with a QR on it. The storefront really gets their customers to scan that QR and they end up in our infrastructure. Once they're in our infrastructure, we sell them products ongoing and we revenue share with the storefront on everything sold. Again, he builds his business over time as he gets more and more scans of the QR. These customers stay tagged to him, and anything we sell those customers generates commission. A quick look at our Canadian team on Halloween in the midst of COVID, and the India team now in Mumbai. Thank you. I appreciate you being here to listen, and you can scan the QR code on screen if you're looking for any additional details about the company.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for the pitch, Adam. Really great storytelling. Definitely think that helps illustrate kind of the journey and the experience of all the stakeholders involved with Asset Direct. I know with India being kind of the launch pad for you guys, perhaps you could tell us a little bit about what kind of criteria made India the perfect spot to launch something like Asset Direct, and how you're evaluating the criteria for other countries and future expansion plans moving forward.
Yeah. So we do run a platform called Loan Connect in Canada, and we're the leading personal loan platform in the country. We power personal loan solutions for companies like Credit Karma. They refer their traffic to us. We optimize that traffic for conversion. We do the same thing we do with them as the agents. They build a book of business with us over time, and then we revenue share on products sold. So we've now moved that model all the way to the other end of the spectrum, whereas we're not powering this for large to mid-sized companies that are monetizing their databases. We're now empowering individuals to launch their own business. India was really interesting for us because only 3% of Indians have a credit card, meaning 97% do not, and only 7% of Indians have gotten a loan through a bank. Also, the fintech ecosystem there is well developed. They've already been through a fintech renaissance where there were a lot of fintech lenders and providers that persevered, but a number that also fell off. So we're able to work with a mature group of lenders and product providers that have already kind of weathered a storm. Also, the language of business in India is English. Historically, obviously, there was colonialism. So when you are in business meetings, you're speaking in English. And the regulatory environment is actually really open to what we're doing. Plus, there's a lot of opportunity to help a lot of people. By utilizing local relationships through corner stores, we can access hundreds of millions of folks that don't really know or understand the marble floor of the bank. And essentially, we can turn into their bank as we offer more products. One of the products that we're looking to offer is a credit card that essentially we fund the loan to that the consumer can use. And while they use that, we capture interchange, we capture cash back on shopping as we push them forward to buy products and services. And we also keep engagement as they reload the card. So yeah, essentially we can become the bank.
That's great. Absolutely. I think certainly something for Canadians, our banking system so developed that often we don't consider just the lack of access to that, that those experience internationally. So that makes a lot of sense. I know you highlighted some great metrics as well about the business with 500,000 active users, 7,000 loan applications per week. So what's the growth strategy now moving forward to continue taking the company to the next level?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So through our partnerships with distribution networks, as I mentioned, somebody who's delivering wholesale phone cards to 20,000 Indian shops across South India, we would partner with them and they would deliver 20,000 of these QR stands to each and every storefront they service. As they hand this over to the storefront, they tell the storefront to scan a QR on the back of the display. When the consumer scans, or when the merchant scans the back of this, the storefront that's selling the products, they go through an onboarding process where we work with them to tell them about why the product is valuable, how they could succeed at it. We onboard them onto a competitive framework where they compete with people in their local community. We run it very much like an insurance agency. There's monthly campaigns, they stack up against other people. And we have a weekly call that comes out of a centralized call center that works with them on driving engagement and helping sell this product. So it's kind of their sales leader that would be connecting with them once weekly. But it allows us to really centralize things, right? The distribution is through one partner that gets us out to 20,000 shops. The agent that we have that's contacting the storefront is in a centralized call center where they work with them one-on-one ongoing, but it's one more agent per X number of stores. So really what this allows us to do is to scale massively. Through 4 or 5 relationships, we can have 100,000 stores. And the plan is to have that by September of this year. So beyond this, it's not just a Canada solution or an India solution. This has become a truly global solution. So we're looking to light up agents all around the world. We were just in the Middle East. We were participating in a conference in Dubai. We're looking at opening an office there. We've got investment through a VC group in East Africa. We've got another investment from a group in Southeast Asia. They're all really excited about what we're doing. And the unique thing is that we can actually scale rather conveniently into these markets. We don't have to pay money for advertising to enter into Indonesia. Basically, we plug into a distributor that services 20,000 shops. We get them to distribute this and bring this out to the shop fronts. Our job is really to work on the optimization of the funnel. So launching in a new country, 3 to 4 months to really work on getting that funnel working and converting to a level of, something that's interesting to the storefront, but then pressing that button to scale dramatically through multiple storefronts in that country. So by the end of next year, we expect to be in at least 5 countries, if not more.
That's great. Absolutely. Well, I think you just gave everyone tuning in today a lot of reasons to invest in Asset Direct, but I'd like to know, just as we close the Q&A session here, if there's anything else you'd like to add as to why those tuning in today should invest in Asset Direct.
Well, there's 2 sides. So one, platforms that offer financial products like Credit Karma are super valuable. So Intuit just bought Credit Karma for 8.1 billion USD. There is a lot of value in that database. The problem with these guys is they're spending huge amounts of money to acquire, right? So for Karma to go into a new country, such as the UK, they're spending hundreds of millions on advertising to build that DB. So it costs a lot of money upfront to build it. But once it's built, there's a lot of value as you extract more and more from the group. Well, we're building it. We already have 500,000 active users. We're building it without spending a single dollar in advertising. And we're also building it through networks that are very sticky. Right. So the agent themselves is driving traffic into the infrastructure. They're building their own book. So for somebody to come in and compete or to steal that agent, the agent loses his book. This is why the Sun Life agent stays with Sun Life over time. They have built the book there. And if they were to leave, they lose the book. So it's the same thing. So each of our distribution points, each of our agents are insulated from competition, and they're all really interested in driving more traffic from the book. So they're speaking to people within the book to try to drive more engagement as well. The distribution hubs are also getting a little piece of everything that's generated across the network. So this wholesale phone card supplier, or the guy delivering milk, he's got his run of 20,000 shops that he services. As he goes around, he's going to ensure that the stand is up front. It's sitting there at the front of the cash desk. He's working to drive engagement as he gets a piece of everything that's generated across the network. The other piece is he's insulated as well, right? Because he gets commission from the entire network, he's kind of tied to us, and to leave us, he would then lose that. And then also his storefronts would not be happy either. So we've got a really unique way to tie in our distribution partners, to keep them engaged and keep them driving traffic. We can build this network, this massive ecosystem of consumers accessing financial products without investing hundreds of millions on advertising. And beyond that, I mean, a Credit Karma platform is really about giving free credit scores. Most of the developing world doesn't have a credit score. So essentially, we're using our platform to help them access alternative financial products, right? Alternative lender, for example, that does creative adjudication. They may look at social profiles. They may pull data from your cell phone provider. Some of them even have a consumer play a game, and based on how they react in that game, they'll issue a microloan. Lots of really interesting guys doing interesting stuff. Again, they're taking on the risk. We don't take on any balance sheet risk. They're the ones who are lending, but they're also helping these people establish credit history. So we're taking this mass group of consumers that doesn't have any credit history from off to on and opening them up to the broader world of financial services. So there's a really unique opportunity to bank these people ongoing and become engaged with them through a card like this. So a lot of opportunity to stay engaged, to build a massive database of consumers that's highly valuable, as evidenced by Credit Karma. And then beyond that, we're also doing good in the world.
For sure.
We're helping people who never had access to financial products access them, right?
Yeah.
We're turning them from people who were never able to transact online and buy something from Amazon to people who can, right? We're opening them up to the broader world of financial services. We're doing that one consumer at a time. And then each storefront is also building something that's substantive for their families. So there's a lot of great kind of sentiment attached to what we're doing above and beyond the potential valuation and scale.
For sure. There's a good social impact component to the business for sure. So thank you very much for the pitch today, Adam. Definitely a great opportunity to shed some more light on Asset Direct and how the business model kind of works together. I'm just going to wrap up here with a couple slides about FrontFundr for anyone who is new to one of our webinars. So we are Canada's leading equity crowdfunding platform. We make it easy for all Canadians to invest in Canada's most exciting startup and growth stage businesses for as little as $250. You guys had a great opportunity to meet some of those exciting startups and growth stage companies today. And we recently also reached a milestone of over 100 funded campaigns or raises on FrontFundr as well. So really excited with that. And for anyone who has questions about how to get started or make an investment, I do encourage you to visit frontfundr.com. You'll be able to see the campaign pages for each of the 5 companies here today. I believe all of which are closing in or around the month of June as well. So I do encourage you to check them out as soon as you can. And for any questions, I encourage you to reach out to support@frontfundr.com. So thanks very much, everyone. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.